Hello, hello, hi, folks. Welcome. Happy Saturday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. Welcome. Good to see you. If you're joining me live, you are amazing because it's late. It's another late or early morning, if you would. But this time I didn't actually fall asleep on the couch, but I was doing stuff. And I want to talk to you. It's just going to be short. I'm going to keep it very quick. But I'm going to share with you why being sympathetic, doesn't really help anybody. Like, why be sympathetic, right? Being sympathetic meaning it's like having that feeling in common, knowing what they feel, like almost experiencing that what they're feeling, what they're going through as you are experiencing it. Let me give you an example. Let's say, for example, you this is like, I'll give you an example why you don't want a sympathetic person most of the case cheering you on. Here's the reason why. Let's say, for example, let's say you go to a doctor, right? Let's say you go to a doctor and let's say you're complaining of a headache. Okay, let's say you have a massive headache. And you go to a doctor and you sit there and you tell the doctor, you say, listen, I have a massive headache. Could you please get rid of this thing for me? It's driving me crazy. And the doctor says, I understand. He picks up a hammer and he bangs it against his own head. And he goes, yes, headache. Yes. Now I know exactly how you're feeling. I'm sympathetic towards your pain. Why? Because I have that pain in common with you. I also feel that pain. Now, how dumb is that? Seriously, would you want a doctor like that? Or would you want a doctor that says, you know what, I'm sorry you're going through this. Let's figure out a way to fix it so that you don't have to go through it. You know what I mean? Or if you have a friend that you want to talk to and you share, part of your story with and you're sharing with them, what a crappy situation you're in or what's going on or this and that, and they're saying, hold on, let me go do the same thing, and then come and sit there with you and kind of just go back and forth. Now, how's that going to help anybody? If you're joining me live, let me know you are here. You are brave for being here. Can you comment? Can you actually see? I do not see anybody here. If you are here, let me know you are here. Maybe throw a love, hate, comment, something, so that I know, because nothing is showing up. Anyway, I'll continue. Man, it is freezing. I'm sorry. Maybe I should close the window. So yeah, being sympathetic doesn't really help anybody, right? Because you don't want somebody who's sympathetic with your pain. It's like you're having a pain party. You know what I mean? Like having a 2-3 other people who have the exact same pain. Like, let's say I'll give you an example because it hits home. Let's say you're broken up and you went through a bad breakup and a tough one, and you're talking to a couple of friends and they're saying, well, let me go break up and then I'll come back to you. Why would you want that, right? So being sympathetic doesn't really help anybody. It doesn't. Doesn't move the needle. It doesn't help you with your hardship or with whatever you're going through. And it doesn't really give a helping hand from the person who's trying. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? So, listen to me. If you want to be there for somebody, being sympathetic is not really the answer, because you're not really helping. By you banging a hammer on your head and say, "Oh yes, now I know how you feel about the headache," it doesn't really solve a problem. Nobody's problem. In fact, it adds a new problem, yours. Imagine now the two of you go to somebody else and say, "I have a headache," and then they do the same thing. It's just, you know what I mean? This could just go on and on forever. So being sympathetic doesn't really help anybody. So if you're going to be there for somebody, recognize their pain, see what where it's coming from, see how you can actually be there to make a difference, to give a helping hand, and not just by sitting there and moaning and complaining and blaming like the other person, and sitting there and joining that grief. Please don't do that. That's not going to help anybody, and you're going to be grieving yourself. Why would you do that? So stop being sympathetic most of the time, and actually reach out and actually be there to help, and to give a solution, not just add to the problem. Hopefully you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value from this live. I appreciate you guys. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if what I say makes sense. If it does, great. If it doesn't, great. Let me know both ways. Drop your comments below. Let this feed grow. I appreciate you guys. And remember, if you share, you show that you care. Until tomorrow, when we do it all over again. Much love.